Please tell us something about your illustrious career and journey till now.
Well, I don't know about illustrious career, but career it has been. Being the only woman executive when I came on the scene as a woman engineer, first engineer from the College of Engineering Pune, when not only you guys were not born, but maybe even your parents were not born. I'm talking about passing out in 67 and coming into the business world, into the engineering world, into the corporate world, way back almost, you can say this is 50 years, a little more or less. It's 40 years plus. It's a lot of time that has gone by. It has been a very exciting journey. The most important thing that I have found and I have enjoyed about this is to grow step by step. I mean, I now when I look back retrospect, I can tell this to you and share this with you. But what happens is, that when we get into this corporate world, we come with each one of us comes with our own dream. That what are we going to get out of this life, right? What are we going to get out of our career? How fast I want to grow, and especially in today's world, I mean, every girl and boy wants to grow, like they want to become MDs in 5 years' time. But when I joined in, it was not about becoming a managing director. It was about taking the next step. When I got the job of an apprentice, my whole and sole goal was when will I get confirmed. And the joy of going through those 2 years of apprenticeship right on the shop floor. I wanted to be on the shop floor because I again insisted on this. I don't think that any manager can be a good manager or a good leader if you have not gone through the grassroots. You cannot sell a product until you feel a product. You cannot plan for a product unless you know what the product goes through. You cannot try to arrange finances for the product unless you know what is the resources required to go in to produce that product. And therefore, I insist to spend my time on the shop floor as a must. And I was there on the shop floor for 3 years, feeding the product, assembling it, dismantling it, making it run, hearing the noise of it, and everything that goes with it. And I think that was one of the key reasons which I feel led to my success as a managing director, because I could understand everything that was going on on the shop floor or in the department, because I had gone through this. And this is my one suggestion. Many of our young people want to skip this basic say, oh, why should I go through shop floor? That's not I'm MBA, so I start with the office. You can be an MBA, but if you start at the grassroots, if you have MBA in finance, start with going to the stores and start with stores. That what goes on in stores, because money is there. Go through purchase. How do they buy? What are the procedures? The money is there, and then only you can become a good finance MBA or whatever you want to become. This is one thing, and I have enjoyed this every step by step. When I got confirmed, I celebrated. And one other thing is, you must learn to celebrate our small successes. The joy of small things we people are forgetting in our life. Our life goes away so quickly thinking of the big things we want to achieve, and we don't celebrate our small achievements. You must celebrate your small achievements. When I got confirmed, I celebrated. I don't say celebrate, give a big party. Just take your friends for a cup of coffee, for a vada pav, or whatever it is in the canteen. And I used to do this every time. Once I was given a job of selling some target of selling 100 pumps in a particular year. Now 100 pumps, when the particular year, last year's figure was only 60, was to me a big challenge that I should do it. And I knew that if I don't do it, it will be very detrimental to all the future lady engineers who will come, because they'll say, oh, girls, what can they do? How can they sell? They can't accept targets. So I had to do it. So I broke these 100 pumps down into small goals, small targets. First month, 5 pumps only. Second month, 8 pumps only. But when I sold those 5 pumps, which I did, I celebrated. I took my friends, my colleagues from the planning department, the workshop, come, we'll go to the canteen. So what are you celebrating? I've sold 5 pumps. What's the big deal? It's not a big deal for you, my friend, but it's a big deal for me. It's my first step. Now you want to come for a free vada pav or no? Who will say no? So this is, first of all, you must learn to appreciate your own self. You should learn to appreciate your own efforts. that I am putting in my efforts. Why I am doing it? Because I find joy in it. This is my happiness of doing small things. And I tell you, this goes a long way in motivating you. Always motivate yourself first. Don't look for motivation outside, because the moment you start to look motivation outside and you don't get it, you are frustrated. But if you motivate yourself and you get some small additional motivation from outside, you're made. So it is so important to motivate yourself. Always look within, and also learn to have a dialogue with yourself. Talk to yourself as to what I really want to do. What are my own goals which will bring joy to me. Just because someone has a Mercedes car, will Mercedes car bring joy to me? Or it is something else that I am seeking in life? Fine, have a dialogue. Every morning when you get up, have 5 minutes dialogue with yourself. Self-dialogue is one of the most important way to relieve yourself of all the stresses that you develop during the daytime for nothing. Everybody asks me, don't you have any stress? You work so much. I have never known what is stress. Why should I have stress? I know how to do with things. If I can't do it, I keep it aside. I take help. But getting stressed doesn't solve problems. So just don't get yourself stressed. Think, plan, and do it. And that's what I've done all my life. I mean, step by step as I've gone. Whether it was looking after my job, I have another thing to share. When you do work, what is given to you, you enjoy it. If you don't do it, quit. Don't hang around wasting your life. Remember, you walk through this life only once, so don't waste it. I joined this Alfa Laval, at that time called Vulcan Laval, as a mechanical engineer. Within 2 years, the company wanted me, called me and told me, okay, there is a vacancy in your housekeeping and maintenance of building, plant and buildings, and we want you to look after that. I turned around to my boss, I said, but I am a mechanical engineer. He said, so what? I mean, this is the vacancy, otherwise we don't have a job for you. I went home and I spoke to my husband. I said, this is what they're asking me to do, and I cried, saying that this is unfair. They're doing this because I'm a woman. He gave me one very good message which I would like to tell you. He said, see Leela, you either go back and enjoy and do that with all your dedication, whatever it is, or you quit and come home and do something else that you would want to enjoy. But going to work, crying about it and not performing the best that you can is detrimental not only to the organization but to yourself first. And therefore I went back the next day, I took the chance, I said, okay, I accept it. And believe it or not, I mean, those of maybe your parents would know that in my time when I was looking after this housekeeping, Vulcan Laval Gardens received the best prizes for 5 years continuously. I was looking after the cleanliness of the toilets, men's toilets. I would take the union leader with me, tell him, you wait with me here so we can go together inside. Men's toilets, it is ladies' toilets, and it's cleanliness and painting and everything. But I did it with so much dedication. And you know how much they helped me when I became the managing director? To maintain that standard in the organization, to ensure that I can tell my supervisor who's looking after this, that this is not okay, this can be done this way. And when your experiences of life will come to use to you as you go along, you won't know when you're doing it. Just enjoy it, learn from it, whatever comes your way, and you will be a winner at the end of the day. I can assure you that.